Welcome to Blessed Beyond Measure, where we gather as sisters to learn and grow in God's truth. I pray that when you step away from this video, you'll feel blessed beyond measure and freshly aware that His mercies are new every morning. We are back in Battlefield of the Mind by Joyce Meyer. We are discussing Chapter 11, Part 6. Doubt is a choice. In the early dawn the next morning, as he was coming back to the city, he was hungry. And as he saw one single leafy fig tree above the roadside, he went to it, but he found nothing but leaves on it, seeing that in the fig tree the fruit appears at the same time as the leaves. And he said to it, "Never again shall fruit grow on you." And the fig tree withered up at once. When the disciples saw it, they marveled greatly and asked, "How is it that the fig tree has withered away all at once?" And Jesus answered them, "Truly I say to you, if you have faith, a firm, relying trust, and do not doubt, you will not only do what has been done to the fig tree, but even if you say to this mountain, 'Be taken up and cast into the sea,' it will be done. And whatever you ask for in prayer, having faith and really believing, you will receive." Matthew 21:18-22. When his disciples marveled and asked Jesus how he was able to destroy the fig tree with just a word, he said to them in essence, "If you have faith and do not doubt, you can do the same thing that I have done to the fig tree, and even greater things than this." See John 14:12. We have already established that faith is the gift of God, so we know that we have faith, Romans 12:3. But doubt is a choice. It is the devil's warfare tactic against our minds. Since you can choose your own thoughts, when doubt comes, you should learn to recognize it for what it is. Say, "No, thank you," and keep on believing. The choice is yours. Let's take a look at the scriptures that she referenced in this reading. In the morning, as Jesus was returning to Jerusalem, he was hungry, and he noticed a fig tree beside the road. He went over to see if there were any figs, but there were only leaves. Then he said to it, "May you never bear fruit again." And immediately the fig tree withered up. The disciples were amazed when they saw this and asked, "How did the fig tree wither so quickly?" Then Jesus told them, "I tell you the truth. If you have faith and don't doubt, you can do things like this and much more. You can even say to this mountain, 'May you be lifted up and thrown into the sea,' and it will happen. You can pray for anything, and if you have faith, you will receive it." All right, and then let's look at the verse that she referenced in John, which is John 14:12. "I tell you the truth, anyone who believes in me will do the same works I have done, and even greater works, because I am going to be with the Father. You can ask for anything in my name, and I will do it, so that the Son can bring glory to the Father. Yes, ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it." And finally, Romans 12:3. "Because of the privilege and authority God has given me, I give each of you this warning. Don't think you are better than you really are. Be honest in your evaluation of yourselves, measuring yourselves by the faith God has given us." So as we remember from our last conversation, God has given us faith. It's not something we work up within ourselves. He's given it to us. So let's take a look at the questions from the discussion on this section. Faith is a gift from God. Doubt is a choice. Doubt is a choice. And then she says, explain that response. So why is doubt a choice? Well, if God has given us faith, we have to actually be making a conscious choice to take on fear. Fear isn't just happening to us. We are tempted to step into a state of fear, and then we choose to step into that state. So we can't do anything about the temptation. The temptation is not where we go wrong, right? Jesus was even tempted. So we know that temptation in it itself is not wrong. But when we choose to step into a place of fear rather than remaining in that state of faith, then unfortunately we have chosen wrong. So I'm going to look at what her answer was for that section. Give me just a moment to flip over to that. All right. She says, the seed of faith was planted in our hearts by God. Doubt is the devil's warfare tactic against our minds. We choose to doubt or to keep on believing. Thank you for joining me today. It's always a gift to pause together in His presence. Fix your eyes on Jesus, then walk in the light of His word. May His light fall gently on the path ahead and show you the next faithful step. I look forward to seeing you next time on Blessed Beyond Measure.